Hi Gemini, my name is Sansi and I'm going to do a one card reading out of my deck, um, my Cartouche deck. It's 45 years old, almost as old as my Rider-Waite deck. And I'll show you the book. It's The Way of Cartouche. I'm not sure if you can even still, like get this on Amazon or anything. I haven't tried. I haven't looked it up to see if you can get it or not, because it's really old, and it's Egyptian deck. So the back of the cards look like that, and the front are Egyptian symbols, the Sphinx and lotus flower, set, all these. But anyway, they're pretty cool, and they give you a really in-depth reading on the super, like, what's it called? Super conscious level, the subconscious, and the conscious level. So it's a really in-depth deck of cards, but how I do it. I write everything down on my intuition alone to keep it separate, and then I'll read to you out of the book, because I don't have any of this memorized, and I haven't used this deck in probably over 10 years. But I was just guided to do this right now, to pull this deck out, and let's just see if it can clarify your monthly reading and just give you more insight to go on, for the rest of the month and into April, all right? So I pulled water for you. It's card 13, which, adds to a 4. So number 13 or 4 might mean something to you. And I wrote emotional, but happy emotion. I got a happy, feeling from this. And with the tree, you got growth on the tree back here, which is really good. And you got the pyramid, and it felt like balanced and nourished. So I feel like you're balanced and nourished, and everything is fine right now. You also have solid ground on both sides of the water, right? So that's good. And this card, it just gave me really, really good vibes, and I just don't feel like you have anything to worry about right now that's, too pressing or anything, okay? So let me set this aside. I'm going to move the book over, and I'll read this to you. The Egyptian symbol is a human-headed guardian. Emcity is one of the 4 sons of Horus. So he's one of the 4 sons of Horus, and it's the nature is movable. So it's not like set in stone, right? It's movable, kind of like air energy, right? It, fluid. The upright meaning, and you did get it upright, the emotions, fluidity, sympathy, how one reflects life. So, and the first word I wrote was emotional. So I like to see that this is cohesive, Okay, I'm going to read to you this super conscious level. The kind of emotions engendered by devotional practices are suggested by water. Many people find themselves deeply moved by a religious service, wedding ceremony, or funeral. The element of water relates to human emotions, and therefore to that aspect of our personalities that help us to become aware of and relate sympathetically to the sufferings of others. I'll read to you the subconscious level. Water shows how we reflect life rather than like the moon in astrology. So if this card should appear in the first house, it would indicate a personal emotional experience, or alternatively, A period ahead where the inquirer would be reflecting the personality of another rather than enforcing his or her own individuality. And at some point, we'll do a 5-star spread. I just don't really have time for that today. But the book will give you extra clarity on which house it falls on, or which point on the star spread it falls, right? And so that's what it's saying here. But just, take in the whole reading, take it in everything I'm reading to you, and this pertain it to your own situation, okay? And I apologize, I'm not feeling good today, but the messages are coming in, anyway. So we're just going to go with it today. Water in the second house, or money house, would signify monies flowing in but flowing out again just as fast. While in the 11th house, a current hope or wish would soon be replaced by another. Water is nothing if not changeful, so it is a good card to come up in a reading for anyone who is faced with a somewhat static situation. Okay, the material, mundane, or conscious level. Here we have an emotional portent not necessarily relating to an individual, but more to a condition of life, a strong feeling perhaps about a house, a place, an idea, or everyday occurrence. Travel across water would be suggested if this card should fall in the 9th house in particular, and in a star spread, it usually indicates a situation is fluid and by no means fixed. So the energy is fluid and changeable, right? And it will. It's going to go just how it looks right here, like up and down, just a little emotional, kind of a little back and forth, but it's flowing. This is growing, the land is dry like it should be, and you have the pyramid for balance, okay? So everything it looks fine to me, okay? So no worries, and I hope to see you on the next one, all right? Okay, bye-bye.